Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Vaughn. This video is called Doing Other People's Homework, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do other people's homework for them because they're not smart enough to do it and I need some extra money. So let's look at the project. It's called Locker Puzzle. Let's look at the problem description. A school has 100 lockers and 100 students. All lockers are closed on the first day of school. As the students enter, the first student denoted S1 opens every locker. Then the second student, S2, begins with the second locker, denoted L2, and closes every other locker. Student S3 begins with the third locker and changes every third locker, closes it if it was open, and opens it if it was closed. Student S4 begins with locker L4 and changes every fourth locker. Student S5 starts with locker 5 and changes every fifth locker, and so on until student S100 changes L100. After all the students have passed through the building and changed the lockers, which lockers are open, write a program to find your answer. This program should be displayed in the answer like this: locker X is open, locker Y is open, locker Z is open. Okay, should be pretty simple. Only thing is we have to write these programs, one in Java and one in Python. So let's get to doing it. Let's call this lockers.java. Oh, notepad lockers.java. So let's go ahead and just get this clicked out of here real quick, and let's get some music on while we write this program. So let's get to writing. Oh no, let's get some music. Now let's get to writing. Do some compiling. Alright, so this is finally compiled. Let's run it. So it is working, so let's start a loop now. Almost done. Alright, so we're almost done with this. Hopefully you can tell what we did. If you can't, then you should probably pay me to do your homework too. So now we just need to do now we just need to do our printout. size 100, that's for our lockers, true or false, whether they're opened. If it's true, it's open. If it's false, it's closed. Oh no, we have all these errors. We have 11 errors. For s equals 1, s is less than 101. L plus equals s. What is our first error? Let's look. Cannot find symbol s. Why not? Oh, that's why, because we need an integer. For int s. There we go. Let's try that again. Alright, now let's try that again. Look, okay, so the Boolean array, true is going to be open, false is going to be closed. So initially we go through, we loop through our array, we set every single thing to false. Now what? Oh. We need an int right there too. Now let's recompile that. Okay. So then we need to loop through the student. So we start with student 1, we go all the way to student 100. We go up a student every time, and we need to loop through lockers. The first locker is locker 1, so we just set that equal to the student. And we need to loop through all the lockers, and every time we need to add s, so we need to add whatever number the student is to the loop count. So if we're student 1, we need to add 1 every time. If we're student 2, we need to add 2 every time. If we're student 5, we need to add 5 every time. But since our array index starts at 0 and not 1, we need to subtract 1 from lockers. We need to check to see if it's true. If it is true, we need to set it to false. Else, we need to set it to true. Then we need to go back through and loop through the array right here, and we need to print out locker not starting with 0, but locker 1 is either it's open if it's true or closed if it's false. So, and this algorithm produces the lockers that are open are going to be all the squares should be the only ones that are open. If it is a square, it should be open. So the open lockers should be 1, 4, 1 and 4 should also be 9, should also be 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. So Java program is working. Now it's time to move on to the Python program. So let's go ahead and move on to our Python program real quick. Nope. Yep. So print Python's a little bit more trickier to do this homework in, so we're going to do that in another tutorial. So we already made $100 just writing this program in Java. I'd like to make another 50 to 100 by writing this program in Python as well, but that's going to be a different tutorial because I only got 3 minutes left for this, and I got some type of bug in my Python. I've only known Python for an hour, so I don't program in Python a lot, but it's not that hard. It's kind of similar to Java, but since I don't know it, I need to brush up a little bit, figure it out, and then do my tutorial. But thanks for watching, doing other people's homework. If you need me to do your homework, I will do it for a relatively small fee compared to what you pay for your class and not failing. So if not, if you want to do it yourself, just watch the videos and you can learn how to do it yourself, or just hit me up and I will tutor you for free. Anyways, good night, YouTube.